The first question is, so me and my coworkers were talking and I wanted your opinion. How do you feel about having sex on the first encounter? I can't stop looking at you. I need you so much. I can't stop calling you baby so much. And I don't know. On Instagram, I'm always posting these little questions for people to ask me questions, and the questions be pretty intriguing. And sometimes I be feeling like some other people might have similar questions, so I thought it would be pretty fun to answer some of these questions on my YouTube channel. So I asked people to send me questions that they wanted me to answer on my YouTube channel, and they did. I didn't get many, I only got like 3. But you know, you gotta start somewhere. So the first question is, so me and my coworkers were talking and I wanted your opinion. How do you feel about having sex on the first encounter? I have a coworker who's met this dude on Insta and she's really liking him. She said she's been nervous to see him though, so that led to her kind of spinning him the first date. So the second date was supposed to happen, and instead of going out, they both agreed they'll get a carry out and have drinks inside. But she's nervous because she feel like they were talking about sex already. She says she wants to, but she's too scared because of wait, isn't another? Oh, it'll be the first night that they've been around one another. Okay. I don't know what to tell her honestly, and I know you're someone who's pretty open. What do you think she should do? Okay, so, okay, girl. At the end of the day, y'all, don't fight me because this is what I would do. I'm not giving you advice on what you should do. I'm just telling you what I would do. Okay, let's start. Let's put in that disclaimer because I know how y'all like to tussle. Okay, so it's a few things here. Number one, I definitely don't care if it's the first date. Like if I feel an attraction or a passion or like a pull gravitating towards a person and I want to, because she stated in the message that she wants to. I'm gonna do whatever I want to do. I don't really care about the outside noise. I don't really care um, what the person might think of me. I fulfill my desires. I think a lot of times, as women, we focus on the desires of everybody but us, you know, but ourselves. So, if that's something that I wanted in the moment, or that's something that I needed in the moment, or I felt, then I'm going to do it. Like that's just me. I'm gonna do it. I don't know what else to say. If I feel that strong, you know, sexual tension between us, and then y'all already been talking about it, it's like you can't really renege now. I mean, you could wait though. Like you could wait. I would wait if no, I wouldn't.
Bruh.
I would wait if I wanted something long term with the person, but I wouldn't. And honestly, I've been with people who I slept with on the first date, and we still made it along a good little minute. You know, they still respected me. They still thought highly of me. You know, I think what people might appreciate more is being authentic. Like if you want to fuck, then you can fuck. You know, like just be authentic. But I would say that the Netflix and chilling wouldn't be like my first date. Like I'm not going to chill with you for the first date. Mm, and it don't really got nothing to do with like money or how much money you spend. Like the date could be free. We can go to the park and have a picnic. I love picnics. But I just know me. Like initially, I'm not gonna let the first date be at the crib. You know, I feel like that's more like after the first couple dates, you know, then it's like, okay, we can go to the crib or whatever, blah, blah. But even if we go to the park, if I want to fuck, then I'm going to fuck. I'm not going to be thinking like, oh, he might think I'm a whore or he might think I'm this or that. Like, I don't really care what you think. Like, just as bad as you want to fuck, I want to fuck too. Like, I mean, that's me though. I know the girl's probably gonna be mad, like, oh, you know, your body is sacred, and that's the thing. Like, it is, and I don't suppress my desires, and I'm very sexually liberated, baby. So I don't know. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. The question was, what would you do? Because you're a very open person, and I'm honest, you know. And like I said, I think people appreciate authenticity more than anything. And to be honest, and that's if I want to though. Like the vibes got to be there. I'm not saying because don't get it mistaken. Like I just be out here fucking because I actually don't. Like literally, we don't talk about my sex life, but I really don't be out here doing the most. Okay. But I'm just saying, like, technically, if I want to, I will. But I do want to say, if I was concerned about, okay, I really don't want him to think, you know, this of me or whatever, then I just wouldn't go to his house. Like, I just would, that wouldn't be the thing because y'all already talked about sex. So I'm not a man, but I just feel like if we already been talking about sex and you agreed to come over my house, then we haven't sex. If you're concerned about what he might think of you or what anybody might think of you, then maybe the first date should be somewhere in a public area, and not so intimate and secluded. You know what I'm saying? So where he's not getting the wrong idea. You know what I'm saying? Chill on me, okay? But that's just This is my opinion and what I would do and my advice. Don't follow my advice though. I might not be the person to ask because I do whatever I want to do. So I'm big on that. Just do what makes you happy. And I'm not really for suppressing my desires for some external validation, babe. So do what you want to do. Okay, but that's what I would tell my coworker. Like, girl, stop playing with that man. Okay. All right. So the next question. Let's see. How is it moving away from family and friends? How do you feel stepping out of your comfort zone, your own comfort zone? And what are some of your biggest fears you chose to push through moving? Okay, I like this one. Okay, so how is it moving away from family and friends? Um, I guess the hard part would be not being able to physically see them. You know, like I talk to my friends. Well, I talk to my best friend every day. Like if we miss a day, we might miss a day, but for the most part, I talk to her every day. And she's so sweet. Like you know, she makes it so that we don't feel like we really apart. Like she has sent me something already. I've only been in Thailand for like 6 months. She has already sent me a gift in the mail, overnighted it. I got it so quick. And then just today, she ordered me. We have this app where it's like America's version of like DoorDash. Ours is called Grab, where she downloaded the app. She goes out of her fucking way. Okay, she downloaded the app and then she asked me for my address, and then she sent me something that I kept saying that I was going to order, but she said that I repeated it more than once and I didn't do it, so she wanted to just get it for me because I was going to keep forgetting. Like little stuff like that, she makes it so that I don't really feel like we apart. You know what I'm saying? My other friends, I only have like a couple friends, y'all. I don't got a lot of friends, okay? My other friends, we keep in touch. You know, we don't talk every day, but we keep in touch. I feel like when we miss each other real bad, we call each other. You know what I'm saying? Like I know that we all got our lives going on, so I'm not really the friend that you have to talk to every day unless that's your nature. Like you know, like I got two best friends. One of my best friends, I don't have to talk to her every day. I could talk to her like once a month. And when we catch up, you know. And then my other best friend, I got to talk to every day. So it just depends, you know what I'm saying? I have a close friend who, she just like me. Like when we talk, we talk. And, you know, here and there, we'll text, we'll talk, things of that nature. But that's pretty much it. My friends are like my family. My family, my mom, I talk to my mom, you know. But see, the thing is, when I was in the States, I didn't see my family and friends every day or often anyway. At one point I did. I was going out with my friends a lot, but our friendship started to like, you know, we all were going in different directions and stuff like that. So we kind of wasn't hanging out as much or seeing each other as much. So, um, prior to me leaving, I did downsize and I moved in with one of my friends so that I could prepare for my move. I missed that little quality time that we used to have, but aside from that, I didn't really see everybody like that anyway. Like I was always the person that was like in my own little bubble, you know. I was very focused on work stuff. I'm always focused on business and work stuff. So I didn't really see people too much anyway. So it's not really a big deal because I mean, we're adults now, you know, like it's not like when we were kids and we just had to like I do miss I do miss having friends though. Like I miss having friends. I don't have friends here yet. Well, I met some people, but we not really like I wouldn't call it friends yet. Um, but I do miss that. I guess that sisterhood bond, like in person, you know, like calling your girl over, let's have a glass of wine or, you know, things of that nature. But like I said, my best friend, we literally would be on the phone. And like she had a we call it a coochie board party.
What?
But I think it's called like, pronounced charcuterie, charcuterie board. I don't know, but she had a coochie board, right? She called me and she made me feel like I was there. And then also she had a game night one time. She called me and over FaceTime I was playing a game with them. It was a card game where you had to like which person is more likely to do this type thing. So I don't know. It's ways to where you can still have that distance, but still make one another feel super involved. You know. So that's that. With my friends and family, it's okay. It's okay. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. It ain't all good, but it ain't all bad at all. You know, it just depends on um, who you're dealing with, honestly. And then the other question was, how do you feel stepping outside of your own comfort zone? And see, that's the thing. I'm not really stepping out of my comfort zone, babe. Like, I always been like you never know what's next with me. It might be I'm not in other people's comfort zone because other people just love structure and like security. I'm more risky and spontaneous and just like get up and go, or I want to experience the world. I want to travel the world. I want to experience different cultures. I want to meet new people. I want to try new things. So I'm not really stepping out of my comfort zone. This is actually my comfort zone. I think my comfort zone will stepping out of my comfort zone will be sitting still in one place for a long time. So I'm not really stepping out of my comfort zone. Like this is my comfort zone. I am the type. At one point, like before I had my last child, I was traveling like once a month. Like Thailand, like I said, I lived out of the country before that. I lived in the Bahamas or whatever. So like I don't know. I just feel like I'm getting more and more adventurous and more like spontaneous. Like you just never know what I'm gonna do next. So this is why you need to subscribe and pay attention and keep up with what I got going on because I'm always doing something. I'm always like, okay, what's next? Let's do something. Like, you know. Yeah, I don't know. That's not really my I'm not really stepping out of my comfort zone. Okay, so what were some of the biggest fears you chose to push through moving? Okay, I really only had one huge fear, and that was with my children. So I have my children with me, and my biggest fear was what was their social life going to be like with us moving around, like you know, with us moving around and stuff like that, or moving to a whole nother country and then homeschooling them and you know like pulling them out of the school systems and all of that stuff. That was my big. You see, I got serious. This is my serious face. Like this is getting serious now. This is a serious question, because my kids are like dear to me. Like I don't play about them. And so my biggest fear was like homeschooling. How was I going to handle, you know, homeschooling, which at first I didn't really handle it well. I didn't know what the fuck. I was like, I don't know. But I started researching and using the tools that was available. You know, it's so many resources, so many groups, so many communities out here that will help you with transitioning into homeschooling. So I just jumped into all of these blogs. I was all of these Instagram. It was so many people on Instagram that are hosting free things, free giving out like free information. And then I found, okay, so initially I tried to homeschool them myself, which they loved. They said that I was a better teacher than their teachers. That's what they told me. And then I was trying to incorporate like YouTube. They was like, well, we like it better when you teach it. So it was cool, but it was hard because I have a lot going on. So like to be able to homeschool the kids, cook, clean, and then handle all of this stuff that I got going on with business. And then I have a 1 year old, a little toddler. Yeah, no, it was. I was like, I don't know. School was important though, so I was able to maneuver and find another route. Okay, so I ended up doing the online schooling for now. So I still homeschool. They still homeschool, but I found a whole bunch of really nice programs that are online that you do gotta pay for. You do gotta pay for them. You gotta pay a pretty penny, but it's worth it if you know you're super busy. So I was able to find, like, social groups on Facebook and communities and things like that where the kids can connect with other kids. And that was my biggest fear. So once that was done, I didn't really have any fears or anything past that, past my children. My kids fucking love it here. Like, they already asked me, like, initially we were supposed to come here for a year and see how we felt about it and then maybe move on and explore somewhere else. They have already asked me, and it's been 6 months, if we can stay for longer than a year. Like, they love it here. So I don't feel too bad. Okay, so the next question is, this is the last question. Um, how can I navigate the complexities of intimacy and vulnerability in a way that fosters deep, meaningful connections with others? I love this. I don't feel like it's complex at all. I think that we as humans complicate things and make it complex. But intimacy to me, I don't know what everyone's definition of intimacy is, but intimacy to me is really simple. I feel like the way to form deep, meaningful connections with people is to just share authentically. Show up 100% as yourself, and I feel like as you show up and you share, those deep, meaningful connections kind of form naturally. You know what I'm saying? Like, not forcing things, but just showing up as yourself. The more that you learn about yourself and who you are, the easier it is for you to share and open up and be vulnerable. I think sometimes we're afraid to be vulnerable because we're afraid to be hurt. But I read in a book about flowers, right? Flowers are like so beautiful, right? It's so pure, so beautiful. We all love flowers. And every day, the flower has the bravery to open up and bloom and, open up so pretty for us to see and things of that nature, knowing that they can get hurt, knowing that, they might get ruined by heavy rainfall, or somebody might throw a football and ruin it, or somebody might pick it or step on it or whatever, but it's still vulnerable enough to show its beauty to the world. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be like a flower. Be like a flower. Show that beauty to the world. You got to kind of just be brave enough to do it. You got to just allow yourself to be vulnerable. I think that my most meaningful connections came from when I was being vulnerable, when I was afraid, and I was doing it anyway. You know what I'm saying? I am the main person. I don't like being vulnerable. I feel like a lot of times, people, they don't want to genuinely get to know you. They just want to speculate. They want something to talk about, gossip about, or spread rumors about, all that little stuff. For a while, that was my experience. But I realized, like, the more I opened up and I was sharing people authentically who I am, more and more people started to love me. They're like, damn, she really lit, she real as fuck, or, she gonna tell it like it is, and what you see is what you get. Like how the first person asked the question, like, you're a very pretty much open person, and that's why I'm able to relate with a lot of people. That's why I'm able to have deep meaningful connections, because I'm able to open up. When I was not opened up, my relationships were shit, and my friendships were very surface level. But the more I open up and I share, it became more deep and more meaningful. So I think that my answer to that is, you just got to be brave enough to release your fears. Like, usually the things that hold us back is our fears, and on the other side of fear is so much reward, it's so much beauty, it's so much love on the other side of fear. So if you choose love rather than choosing fear, I think that you will form many, many, many meaningful connections. You got to kind of get rid of those fears, whatever it is that you're afraid of. When love is the answer, love is the only thing that matters. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of got to get to the bottom of your fears. Why this is your fear? Why is this a trigger for you? Where is this coming from? You know what I'm saying? You got to heal those parts of you. And as you heal those parts of you, you'll attract like-minded people. You'll attract people who are also being their authentic self, who are also healing. I don't really feel like they come healed these days, but I feel like as long as you're working on it and you making progress, we can work with that. You know what I'm saying? As long as you're willing to heal and you're willing to grow, we can go far. So that's my answer to that. And that was all the questions that I got for this session. So if you got questions, then just message me, DM me your questions on Instagram, Facebook. My social media, it will be linked. Oh, but y'all, before I go, look at my salad. I ordered a salad, and it's so sexy. Oh my God. Y'all know I like good food. If you didn't know, you know now. Like, I love to eat. And I love me a good meal. Okay, so let me show y'all this salad. Ooh, it smells so good. It's a salmon salad. It's a salmon salad. Got red onions, smoked salmon, fresh greens, tomato, and feta. Ooh, capers. Ooh, look at this. Ooh, it smells so good. Mmm. You like that, don't you? Mm-hmm. You like that, don't you? Don't you wish it could be like me? I don't know. Songs just be popping up in my head. Ooh, it smells so good. And it came with this. I don't even know what kind of dressing this is, but it looks so good. Ooh. I don't know. I just wanna dig in. This smells so good. Oh my god, this about to be this about to be so good. Ooh, look at this. Oh, this is like, you wanna know how to turn me on? Give me some good food. Oh my god, yes. I don't even know what kind. Let me see. Ooh, this is good. And it came with some bread. They didn't give me no. One of my biggest pet peeves is no napkins and no silverware. Like, where is my cutlery? Ooh, look at the bread. It looks buttery. Let me see. Mmm, the bread okay. It's not. I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be more buttery. It ain't that buttery. It probably would have been good with this though. Let me see. It's only a little bit in here. Mm. Mm. Okay. I should have saved this for the bread. I should have saved that for the bread. But I'm gonna go enjoy this salad. Mm, mm, mm. I'm out here by the pool. It's a hot ass day in Thailand. Well, I'm about to eat my salad by the pool. If you like this video, you want me to do more of these videos, you can support me by hitting the like button, hitting the subscribe button, and sharing. Like, comment, and share. That will help me so much. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and see you on the next one.